Hi, so I'm Kylan. This is my first Ignite talk also, so I'm pretty excited. And since the topic is the truth, I figured I'd give a talk about the ultimate source of truth that exists, which is Wikipedia, which is a pretty fun place to be. So Wikipedia is the free encyclopedia. Anybody who's done any searching for anything on the internet before probably has gone to Wikipedia. It's basically like a huge place where you can find like information about almost anything you want to know about. Whether or not it's accurate or true is a different story. So why Wikipedia? Everyone knows about it. Like, if you're sitting in this room, you've probably used Wikipedia at some point. Sometimes it's the first result that comes up on Google. Oftentimes it's the first result that comes up on Google, so it's something that anyone can use. Anyone can also edit it, with a couple exceptions for like vandalism or like some topics that could be a little touchy. They have a little bit of exceptions, but for the most part, anyone can edit it, which means that sometimes it's not super true. So Wikipedia is not a reliable source most of the time. Even Wikipedia on its own website is like, yeah, you can't really cite us as a source because anyone can edit it, but hopefully as more people edit articles, they go upward in their quality. So one of the great things about Wikipedia is that it's everywhere. You can find articles on your phone anytime you want. This guy's on the toilet. If you wanted to know the history of toilet paper, you could find it out. You could also find it out super fast. You don't have to like flip through 50 pages in a book. You don't have to look alphabetized information. You can just Google it and click on the Wikipedia article and know the entire history of anything that you ever wanted to know. It's also not in a million books, so you don't have to buy like 20 World Book volumes in order to get your information that's like this big about your one topic that you want to know. You could just look it up on your phone, which is super convenient. It's also translated into a lot of different languages. Lots of different people can translate articles, which is pretty cool, and it makes it so that it's distributed among a lot of different areas and other people can read it. There's also no ads, which is pretty fun, because I don't know about you, but I'm not the biggest fan of ads most of the time. So that's why Wikipedia is a pretty cool place to be. The reason it has no ads is because it's funded by the people who read it mostly. They run one ad once a year asking for funding, and people give money to Wikipedia, and then Wikipedia continues to exist and do the things they do. They're owned by a non-profit organization called Wikimedia, which is confusing but fun. So it's cool because you know that you're giving money and you aren't necessarily funding like some huge something somewhere. It's a non-profit. They also do a bunch of other stuff, and all those things have icons. Yeah, I think I've only used Wikipedia and Wikibooks and maybe like one other thing that I don't know the icon for here. So that's pretty fun. Each article on Wikipedia has revision control, and you can go back to the very beginning of each article. So this is the revision control as of last night for the article on Git that is on Wikipedia, which I thought was pretty fun. Some of the downfalls of Wikipedia, sometimes there's just like so many interesting things to click on that you just like click and open in a new tab, and you keep doing that, and all of a sudden you can't read the titles of your tabs because you have too many things open, and they're all super interesting. But unfortunately, not all of those things could be true. There might be alternative interesting things because surprise, surprise, people on the internet lie. Who knew? Not everything you read on the internet is true. That can be true for Wikipedia as well. So some interesting things to do on Wikipedia if you're not just going there to look things up. There's a game for this online. You could also just play it with your friends, go to Wikipedia. You pick a start, you pick an end, see who gets through in the fewest amount of clicks without control Fing is the challenge. It's pretty fun. There's also a random button on Wikipedia that will take you to a random article, and that's kind of how I picked my topic because I didn't find one I liked, so I was like, I'll just do it on Wikipedia. That sounds great. But you find a lot of really interesting stuff. So yeah, Wikipedia may not be a reliable source, but if any of you have seen Hidden Figures, there's like a textbook about like Fortran, the newest and best programming language, which also might not be the most reliable and up-to-date source, so you know, sometimes Wikipedia might be better. Anyway, here's my works cited. Thanks, that's my talk.